Alrighty, folks, thanks for joining us for our 23rd broadcast and the 2016 Chevaux Noir on Friday before Memorial Day weekend. It's a perfect wine to start off a great barbecue weekend. Joining me tonight for the Q&A is Will Becker, aka Funny Man. Uh, Will, I actually have two questions specifically for you tonight. The first one is, Will Becker, have you enjoyed the Dolcetto yet? Have you had our Dolcetto?
Love the Dolcetto. It was big, bigger than I expected. The mouthfeel was amazing. I don't want to say it was a fruit bomb, but the fruit is fabulous. And I did actually serve that with a red pasta dish, and it has a lot of acid and a lot of fruit and structure, and it was great. So yeah, I like the Dolcetto a great deal.
Okay, and second question is, in a game of horse one-on-one, who would win, you or your brother Joe?
Ooh, Joe's knees are 10 years younger. If we're standing still shooting, I have a chance. If there's any movement involved, my knees might be in trouble.
Yeah, your brother's in the background saying, "I didn't play basketball in college." That's great. So we do have another one, which we kind of got into a little bit earlier, but it's like, this is going well with our shrimp cocktail and tomatoes with feta. What other food would you pair that with the Chevaux Noir that are not beef? So they're asking specifically what kind of other non-traditional food. So in the past, Will, we've always made a point of trying some non-traditional dishes with these wines, hence the chocolate dessert with a dry red wine. So can you rack your brain for just a second and come up with a non-traditional dish, something that's not beef or lamb, that you think that might go well with this wine?
Well, I agree with you. We used to always, do we still do Merlot and chocolate at the winery?
Oh yes, yeah, every winter, yes sir.
I think this would be fabulous with chocolate. I mean, it's got the Merlot notes, but I just love the pepper you're getting from the spice you're getting from the Cab Franc as well. I think would be great with the dark chocolate. So
I agree with you. I think it would do very, very well. Another thing that I think would do very well with this is salmon. A really nice grilled salmon. You got to be careful about that, about fish and red wine, but salmon has got enough fat in it that it'll tone down the tannins in this, and I think it would complement each other. So there are a few non-traditional dishes, and I always tell everybody, just try it. At the worst, you're going to have something that isn't the best, but you still have a good glass of wine and a great meal. So there's not much to complain about beyond that. I mean, hashtag first world problems. So to be honest,
it's good advice.
So, our last question: if you only had one glass of wine that you could drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? So, Will, I'll let you go first. If you only had one wine to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be?
If it was our wine, it would be Canada Cab. I've loved every single vineyard Canada Cab we've ever made. It's always been my favorite. If I could, probably Mouton, Chateau Mouton, if I could have anything in the world. So there you go. That's pretty good company.
If I could have anything in the world, it's just the one wine left for the rest of my life, it would be Paul Roger Champagne. I would have to say that if I just had one wine to choose from, it, because it's fun, it's sparkly, it's great, it goes with everything. Of our wines that we do at the winery, to be honest with you, I'm going to have to go with the Malmsey, our Madeira style dessert wine. It's sweet, but at the same time, it goes with quite a few things. Plus, I can cook with it, and sometimes I even put it in the food. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us for our Q&A session. I hope these questions helped you find your way through the wine world. And always remember one important thing. You're the one drinking it, so you have to be the one to say, I like it, and would I have a second glass? And those are the only two things that you have to guide yourself through in the wine world. Beyond that, we hope you enjoyed the Becker wines. We hope to see you again soon. For those of you asking us, when are we going to open for limited reopening and stuff, we're working on it now. Unfortunately, we got hoisted by our own cleverness. We're in the middle of some major remodel and much needed repair work. So we're going to be closed for a while yet just to get all of that caught up. But we will keep everyone apprised of when we will be opening again. Until then, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Cheers, everyone. Will, thank you again.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.